Man down, back up, don't play with me. I do you something dirty. You talk to me crazy. I do you something dirty. How I feel lately. I do you something dirty. I wake up the neighbors coming through bright and early. Whoa.
Ties and dope bars. Life is a movie and death is the co-star. Mechanics of the game. Bandits trail foreigns in the lane. If they heard that the driver is gang off, we be in the part of the party that gets roped off. Mingle with the judge and both form questions that we asking ourselves, having the thought. Spending money that's unaccounted for. If you scared to party with gangsters, what you around us for? We do what we want, man. We get around a little. Yeah, it's bubble whips and square links. LOX give respect, cause fear stinks. Chair at the table, it's the commission, a rare thing. B, come on, it's us, you hear kings. We still smell money and hear Frank. Raps like a dice game, we bout to clear bank.
Everybody back up,
What?
man down, back up. Don't play with me. I do you something dirty. You talk to me crazy. I do you something dirty. How I feel lately. I do you something dirty. I wake up the neighbors coming through bright and early. Whoa.
This is a LOX Swiss product. If it's ice up in heaven, we know Pick got us. There's love up there, we know Pick got us. LOX, my, you don't know about us. Double R, my, you don't know about us. D-Block, my, you don't know about us. Ask Swiss, he'll tell you we keep it click about us.
It all starts here. Welcome into Game 1 in the first round of the Western Conference Playoffs. We're at the Golden One Center in downtown Sacramento. Tonight, it's the Sacramento Kings taking on the Denver Nuggets. With Jay Williams, I'm Ed Cohen. Jay, you look at the Kings as they come into play. They've got home court advantage here to begin the playoffs. Crucial in a one-game series.
And you've heard about one-and-dones in college basketball. But this is a real one-and-done. A one-game series. Winner goes on, loser goes home. Got to put it all out there on the line here tonight.
He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Jamal Murray, a couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 89%. And hits the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws. Fox across the timeline. Down just a couple. That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Willie Cauley-Stein rejects it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. His first effort off the mark. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Kings have the basketball. De'Aaron Fox to Hield. De'Aaron Fox. Tough shot. Well defended. He wants it at the rim and scores.
I'm telling you right now, with moves like that, scoring is not going to be an issue tonight.
Fox with it. Down 4. To Hield. Deep 2 there. Won't go.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Now a whistle. It's going to be a timeout for Sacramento as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
De'Aaron Fox at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 72%. Free throw is good to cap off the three-point play. And the lead is down to 3. Nuggets have the possession. Jamal Murray matched up with Carmelo Anthony. And the finish, slam dunk.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Fox into the front court, down 5. Gets to the basket and scores.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Murray into the front court, looking to make something happen. Knocked loose. Kings come up with it. Anthony. To Harrison Barnes. Has a look. And buries it. Jay, they'll take that any day.
There's a natural tendency when you guard a right dominant hand player to send him left. But for a guy who's a good mid-range shooter, that's wrong. His pace dribble is his left hand. Force him to go right and know that the chances are higher of him trying to drive and attack the rim. That's knowing the scouting report.
It's the Kings now with the ball. De'Aaron Fox to Anthony. Here's a chance from long range. That won't go. Murray into the front court. Leads 3. A big finish at the rim. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting up...
Exclamation point. Willie Cauley-Stein with the slam.
Ed, I bet you can't say his name 3 times fast.
That's William Cauley-Stein.
I said fast, Ed, fast.
The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Buries it on the catch and shoot.
I hope everyone here knows the golden rule. Guys, remember, sharing is caring.
Slam dunk. Paul Millsap on the follow.
Ed, let's play a little game. Fact or fiction. You ready?
Let's do it.
Here we go. Paul Millsap is one of the best offensive rebounders in NCAA history. He's the only player to have captured 3 Division I rebounding titles. What do you think?
I'm going to say, before I can phone a friend, fact.
Well done, my friend.
Paul Millsap out of Louisiana Tech, just like the mailman. Kings with the ball. De'Aaron Fox. Down low, Cauley-Stein. Cauley-Stein powers it through.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got it to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
To Jokic. Plenty of contact. The shot no good. Barnes to Hield. Nikola Jokic able to recover with the block. Harrison Barnes, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
So many times you can tell if a player's going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was a look of a 3-point play. You're always going in thinking you can get more at the rim.
Knocked loose. Picked up by the Kings. All by himself. Creates his own shot there.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
To Porter. Knocked loose. Kings come up with it.
It's early. Get a good quality shot here.
De'Aaron Fox to Anthony. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Knocked loose. Picked up by the Kings. De'Aaron Fox to Hield from long range. Buddy Hield, born scorer from the Bahamas.
This is a game of waves. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Murray with the basketball. 5-point game. Knocked loose. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Willie Cauley-Stein. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Thomas. Knocked loose. Nuggets reclaim it. And his foot was on the line. It's going the other way. Into the front court. It's Fox. Leads 5. Lets it fly from long range. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Thomas. Great feed. Goes reverse to lay it in.
It all started here for IT. Back to where he originally got drafted. And to just believe that he was the 60th pick, the last pick in the second round. And guys like Jimmer Fredette and Tyler Honeycutt were taking over.
Denver's got it. Driving right to the basket. De'Aaron Fox sends it away. That's out. Last touch by De'Aaron Fox. Thomas. Harrison Barnes powers it through.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Martin into the front court. Down 11. And he's going to the line to shoot.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
First try, no good. Second one's good. Splits the pair. Sacramento ball. Anthony. And he knocks it down. Deep 3 at the buzzer. We've reached the end of the first quarter here in Game 1. Jay and I back with more after this. This is the first round of the West Playoffs on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. To Anthony. Around the perimeter. Anthony. And he hits.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Sexton to Anthony. Beyond the arc for 3. Rebound taken down by Denver. Denver ball right now. Thomas. Terrific vision. Rocking the rim.
I mean, with so much talk these days about three-point shooting and the spacing on the court and having versatile athletic wings, sometimes when you have a dominant big man, you keep giving him the ball. You let him be that anomaly.
Time for some new personnel into the game. De'Aaron Fox to Hield. Fires the three, shakes free, and hits.
Not everybody possesses this power, but wow, what court awareness.
Thomas with the basketball. His guys down big. To Will Barton. Jokic. Gets it in the right corner. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. He'll force that one. No good. Nuggets with the basketball. To Jokic. Porter. Over to the right side. To Porter. Jokic. And Carmelo grabs the rebound. Fox across the timeline. His guys holding the big lead. Buddy Hield to Fox. 4-3. Fox bothered just enough on that one.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Harrison Barnes. Now the defense has to adjust. He's 4 for 4 to start this one.
And whether you're moving north or south or east or west, you got to be able to keep pace with the ball carrier and most importantly, stay in his chest. That's on the defender. It's way too early to be fatigued.
Substitution being made in this one. Isaiah Thomas trying to cash in on a three-point play. A career 87% from the line. Whoops, that won't go. To Fox. De'Aaron Fox slams it down. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Count it.
Not always the first option, but his number was definitely called on that one.
Fox with it. His guys hold a commanding lead. Anthony. And he buries it. Jay, the system produces once again.
Well, they're shooting the ball at an amazing clip. And when they shoot the ball this well, they're essentially unguardable. And Ed, let me tell you what that does for the team. It eventually opens up space to put the ball down on the ground and get to the rim. That's how critical the three-point shot is.
Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. Split the D there, but he can't get it to drop.
It's because he took his eye off his target, Ed. As an offensive player, you have to glare at where the defender's coming to, but quickly redirect yourself to your actual target. He was more consumed with the defender than he was the actual rim.
It's Denver's ball. Oh, he was wide open. It's not going to be pretty when they watch the video. Someone's getting chewed out.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
De'Aaron Fox. Offensive rebound to Anthony. For three, he continues to light it up from downtown. 5 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and what's shocking, Ed, is that he's gotten so many open looks. Look, stay down in the stance, stay disciplined, stop losing him, stay attached to his hip, and force him to put the ball on the ground off those curls and finish over your bigs.
Off the assist.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
De'Aaron Fox. To Hield. Fires the three. He continues to shoot it well from beyond the arc. That's 4 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and confidence comes from discipline and training. You can tell that kid's been putting in the time in the gym.
Jokic, defended by Melo. Ah, the monster stuff.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
To Anthony. Nothing going here on that drive. Anthony. To Fox. Harrison Barnes. Can't ask for much more. He's perfect. 5 for 5 from the field.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Finish Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Knocked loose. Kings come up with it.
Keep your foot on the gas, but don't get too reckless.
Turns and slams it down.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, head jab him. Make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter, but still keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
Willie Cauley-Stein with a piece.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
De'Aaron Fox, he engulfed him that time. Murray with it. Down a bundle. They get it down to Millsap. Oh, Millsap. He's 2 for 2 now.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Fox into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Anthony. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Textbook Melo. Hand in his face. Lets it fly and scores.
Everything looks great when you shoot the ball like this. And yes, Ed, this team does have some issues, but they are all masked and camouflaged with this shooting display we're watching.
He takes it right at them and scores. You have to fill in there.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Into the front court. It's Fox. Under a minute to go before halftime. To Anthony. Here's a chance from long range. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Anthony cleans it up. Offensive board. In this first half alone, this could be an all-time performance.
And the record is only 13. He's better than halfway there. But as a shooter, you have to remain lost in the battle. And you're only as good as your last shot. Don't beat that record, destroy it.
Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
From long range, De'Aaron Fox, not the biggest guy, slips free and scores.
Look, that shot was going up regardless of what the defender was trying to do. That's called a heat check.
Another chance. Nice touch around the basket with the tip. Deep 3 at the buzzer. It's halftime here in Game 1. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
It's time for the Rose Report at halftime, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. The Kings were the dominant team in that first half, without question. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Sacramento Kings. The Nuggets have got themselves in a bad situation that seems likely to only get worse. At this point, it's all about pride and mental toughness. A comeback is not impossible, but it's also not likely.
Game track. Assists.
The Denver Nuggets are struggling to move the ball and create good looks for each other. What makes it worse is their opponent isn't having nearly the same problem.
Player of the half.
Fox has the defense figured out, and his shots are falling for him. That's a lethal combination that will be hard to overcome. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
back to you.
First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. It's Sacramento ball. De'Aaron Fox to Barnes. Nice pass to set things up.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Murray into the front court. Looking to make something happen. To Porter. It was right there. Heel shot and a putback slam.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, and nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Gets a look. Can't hit. Kings have the basketball. To Harrison Barnes. Lets it fly from long range. Harrison Barnes is going to get a chance at three here. For his career, 78% at the line. First one, count it. Second and three, got it. Three for three, nice. To Millsap. Knocked loose, picked up by the Kings.
Maybe pace it right here. They got a big lead at home.
Now a whistle. Timeout for Denver as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Murray to the basket, but it won't go. To Hield. Beyond the arc for three. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
People do not realize the brilliance of the coaching in this league. The small adjustments made defensively has made all the difference in the second half.
Nikola Jokic snatching it out of the air.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Harrison Barnes. Huge block. It's theirs now. It's the Kings now with the ball. Barnes. Great defense, forcing the miss.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack it to the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
De'Aaron Fox. He was all over him.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
De'Aaron Fox. They work it down to Barnes. Fires the three. Buddy Hield. He's going to get 3 shots here. A career 86% from the line. Knocks down the first. And he hits the second. Whoops, that won't go. Murray into the front court. His guys down big to Millsap. Finish that. To Fox. It goes down.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Jokic. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Kings with the ball. To Anthony. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Can't connect. Oh, follows and finishes.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Fox across the timeline. His guys holding the big lead. Going to launch beyond the arc. Hits it. And the foul. And a chance now at a 4-point play.
It never would have been a foul if you didn't give him space. Your job defensively is to stay attached to him at all times. Force him to put the ball on the ground and drive and make a shot over the trees below.
De'Aaron Fox with a chance at a 4-point play. Hasn't missed yet. It's good. Has the hot hand and a 4-point play. The pass stolen by Sacramento to Fox. And he finishes at the rim.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
And count the basket.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Fox with it. His guys hold a commanding lead. To Barnes. They go down low to Anthony. He was smothered and still gets it to go down. Jay, mixed opinions with Carmelo Anthony. How will you remember his career?
Well, as of right now, he's a catch-and-shoot type player. But for me personally, Carmelo Anthony will go down as one of the greatest isolation players of all time. Back in his Denver days, his earlier New York Knicks days, there was nobody better in an isolated set than CA.
That right there, Jay, his 8th three of the game. He is putting on a show.
He's defying physics with that jumper. He's not even holding his foul through.
To Will Barton. Almost unlucky bounce to Fox. Anthony. Carmelo Anthony is going to get a chance at 3 here. A career 81% free throw shooter. And he connects on the first free throw. Knocks down the second free throw. Almost settles for a 2-0-3 trip. Barton to Thomas. Knocked loose. Barton defended by Melo. That's out of bounds. Last touch by a King. It remains Nuggets basketball. Knocked loose. Kings come up with it. De'Aaron Fox. count the basket inside.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
On the follow. Way to stay with it.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Sacramento ball. The Aaron Fox. Now that's a contest. Missed a wide open look. Anthony. That no good. Off the mark. Martin into the front court. Down a bundle. To Thomas. Whistle sounds. We have a tie-up. Jump ball. Now it's been scrappy. Let's see who can take the jump. Now a whistle, and it's going to be a timeout for Sacramento as they'll try to hammer out a play to wrap up the quarter. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. That misses with 2 seconds to go. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. 3 quarters down, the Kings dominating so far. The Kings have the basketball as we begin the 4th quarter, and they have done no wrong to this point. They have this game well in control.
They took control early, and they never let up. The scary thing about this team, if they keep their foot on the gas and then throttle it down, they can win this game by 50.
Nuggets have the possession. Jokic to Millsap. Had a chance, but it's no good. 4-3. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
To Colin Sexton. And count the basket inside.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Murray with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Throws it down. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
For 3, smothering D. Yes, it drops. Little drama on that one.
You see, this is why players get out here hours before the game and they get a really good lather.
To Colin Sexton. Fires the 3. Sexton loves the challenge. Flex those muscles. Hit the 3.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those 3 things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
I've seen him float so much on the perimeter, I forgot he even had that kind of physical presence. Good to see him beating up on people down low again.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Well defended. denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Here's a chance from long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Great shot by the offense. But the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
De'Aaron Fox. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. From long range, textbook defense. Martin into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Knocked loose. Picked up by the Kings. Spins away from the defender. Sweet move. Lets it fly from long range. That's good D. Shot no good.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
De'Aaron Fox. To Hield. Beyond the arc for 3. He's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off 3-point shots.
Knocked loose. Kings come up with it. De'Aaron Fox. And knocks it down. And Jay, the system produces once again.
And there's no longer room on this court for players that cannot think on the fly. Especially in transition defense, you have to acknowledge and analyze the situation. If a guy isn't a shooter, almost jab at him and make sure you run out to the guys that are fanning out to the 3-point shot. Stop that 3-point shot and allow the defense to get back and maybe contest the shot at the rim for a layup.
Barton. Open look, and he buries it. Defense has to wake up.
You know what I like about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
For a smaller player, you have to be more creative with your imagination when you finish with those shots around the rim. For the audience, that may look difficult, but for the player himself, that's what they practice every single day.
De'Aaron Fox. No good. That's great defense. Got it.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Porter. They go to Jokic. Down low. Look at the fight for that ball. We'll get a jump. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Fires the three. He'll force that one. No good. Porter. Knocked loose. The shot by Murray, no good. To Bagley. That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Going to launch beyond the arc. Not that time. He missed it. Thomas. Murray's shot won't fall. Barnes. I don't know, Jay. They have a big lead. This game is just about over. You might not make many friends on the other side with that three.
Oh, I don't want to hear that generic coaching speak about dwindle down the shot clock, use the clock is your friend. No, if you have a chance to beat them by 50, beat them by 50. If you want to beat them by 100, keep shooting more threes.
Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
Paul Millsap at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 73%. First one goes down. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Barnes. That one off, and a putback slam.
Oof, really showing no mercy here. This one is out of hand, and the offense is still pouring it on.
Isaiah Thomas. He's 3 for 7. It's the Kings who get the victory, and they're moving on to the second round of the NBA playoffs. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.
The Kings have advanced to the next level, but the goal remains the same: win an NBA championship. Little by little, these guys are doing it one by one.
Game trap. Defense.
The Sacramento Kings showed us how important defense can be.
Player of the game.
Fox gets rewarded for the way he provided his teammates with plenty of easy baskets. His assist total is certainly indicative of his clever playmaking. Time now for the top plays of the game. The Kings. This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.
Last time that I checked, it was 5 chains on my neck. It was no on my rep. Last time that I checked, I was selling in the set. Make $250,000, no sweat. Last time that I checked, I'm the streets voice out west. Legendary self-made progress. Last time that I checked, first you get the money, then respect, then the power and the come next. Last time that I checked, I've been self-made from the dribble. I was been saying I'm a killer. Playing no games with you. Pop clutch, switch lanes on you. I laid down the game for you. Taught you how to charge more than what they paid for you. Own the whole thing for you. Reinvest, double up, then explain for you. Gotta be love. Run the city, it gotta be cuz. It's for the pieces I took off the Monopoly board. Hey, y'all boss claims, it gotta be fraud. Just keep the hood about your mouth and you gotta be charged. I doubled up. Triple